everyone, welcome back to Sunday Reset with Reema. I'm so happy to have you all here. I think we are at a point in time where health and fitness has been made way more complicated and way more controversial than it needs to be. And one of my favorite things to do is to try and simplify overly complicated topics. So I'm going to say this very plainly. Being fit or getting fit is one of the absolute best things you can do to yourself in your lifetime. Period. It's one of the highest form of self-respect, self-care and self-discipline. Anyone who says otherwise is either genuinely misguided or intentionally misleading. I think we also need to be aware and be respectful of the fact that there are so many genuine reasons people become overweight, from the things that affect motivation and physical ability like depression, injuries or medication, to illness that make your body and hormones work against you, and mental blocks, from trauma to emotional eating to scheduling conflicts like working two full-time jobs and being exhausted, or having a slower metabolism. Being overweight should not be used as an automatic indictment of someone's character. Some people legitimately have a harder fight than others, but that doesn't mean it's not doable. That's why I wanted to make a video to try and meet just about every human wherever you are on your fitness journey, to help you get in the best shape you can for yourself. I'm so thrilled that so many of you are interested in talking about and tackling this rather than shying away from it. Because if you think about it, if someone was in poverty and you said if you really loved yourself and accepted yourself and you would remain in poverty, you would be viewed as a terrible person. If they had cancer and you said if you really loved yourself, you would stay as you are and not seek any treatment. Hashtag self-love, you would be viewed as an actual psycho. But somehow encouraging others to stay in a condition that is considered disease, that leads to other diseases and that exacerbates so many other issues, from asthma to pregnancy issues. Now, this doesn't mean you shouldn't love yourself until you reach your dream weight or your healthiest BMI. You should love and respect yourself at any and every size. But self-love is not about staying the way you are. It's actually about wanting the best and doing the best for yourself. It's giving yourself a grace in this moment and being kind to yourself while still acknowledging that you can and should do better for yourself. That's true. Self-love, there will be people who claim to care about health, that they just want to feel superior and shame others. Then there are people who claim that you should stay exactly as you are under the guise of body positivity. But really, they either don't want you to leave them behind, or they love knowing that you will never be quote unquote competition for them, or they love feeling like your romantic options are limited. So you will be more likely to put up with their mess. Ultimately, there will always be bad actors on both the sides, and this is why I say you have to do it for you. You have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I doing the best I can with my body I've been given? You are here, you are listening to this for a reason. So forget everyone and everything else for a few minutes and let's just jump in and get started, shall we? Sunday Reset with Reema, episode 25, the key to a new life by nurturing self-love through fitness and wellness. So as we dive into these tips, I must remind you that I am a certified wellness coach and I like to read up on health and fitness. I have personally used all of these tips that I'm going to share for myself and for others with great results. I want to jump right in and start with something that I think gets overlooked very often. That's your somatotype, also known as your metabolic type or your physique type. So we hear a lot about our body types, but not enough about our somatotypes. So this system basically classifies your body by how your bones, muscles and fats are arranged, as well as how your body responds to food and exercise. So some in the fitness world swear by this, some think it's nonsense, and some think it's a good data point, which is where I fall to. And I think it's a great data point that can help create a health outline that is unique to you, rather than following a celebrity diet or a friend's plan. So when their bodies may be completely different from yours, so there are three main somatotypes. There is this ectomorph. These are our long and lean with the fastest metabolism. There are these mesoforms. These people are in the middle of the road size wise, with an average of muscular frame. And then we have endomorph. So they are thick and curvy types, and they have a slower metabolism and a similar amount of fat and muscles. So understanding your type can help so much and is useful whether you want to work out or not. So because not only does it give you a guideline for the best workout protocol for your physique type, it also gives you an idea how you should eat and how you should build your meals and split up your macronutrients. So while ectomorphs are long and lean, they tend to lack both muscle and fat. They have the fastest metabolism and find it very difficult to gain weight because of this. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with being healthily slim and maintaining that physique. So not everyone is meant to be thick and curvy, but if you feel like you are too thinny, or you can fall into an underweight category, sometimes you can start boosting your calorie intake, and your diet could look something like 40 to 50% of carbs, 35% protein and 25% fat. You also want to keep intense cardio workouts to minimum and eventually incorporate slightly heavier weights at moderate to lower reps to add some mass and bulk to this body type. Now mesomorphs tend to be compact and muscular, and if they aren't muscular, they can put on muscle quite easily, and they can both lose and gain weight pretty quickly. Their best diet or macro breakdown is around 40% carb, 30% protein and 30% fat. So when it comes to both food and workout, a little bit of everything is the mesomorphs' best bet. So aside from a balanced diet, they should also do a pretty much equal amount of cardio, HIIT and weight training. So then you have our endomorph, who are curvy with the larger bone structures. These are the people who tend to describe themselves as naturally thick, big boned, sturdy or dense. So the biggest issue for this physique type is that their metabolism tends to be a little slower than the other two, making it easier to gain weight and very hard to lose it, which is why they benefit most from combining workout and eating well. Their best diet or macro breakdown looks something like 40% protein, 20% fat and 20% carbs. They benefit the most from a combination of low carb, HIIT workouts which are known to boost the metabolism, and steady state cardio 2 to 3 times a week. When it comes to weightlifting, endomorphs should focus on doing higher reps with lighter weights to tone and define their curvier body, because lifting heavy weights at low reps tend to add mass and bulk, which usually isn't what a person with the endomorph body type are looking to do. So Just knowing this can give us so much insights on why one person can eat pizza and ice cream every day, do little to no exercise, and see no difference in their body weight, while others feel like they gain weight by just looking at pizza. So do a little digging on some other body types to learn more about what may best work for you. Now that we have that in the back of our minds, in this next section we will talk about the ways you can lose weight and start getting more fit without any exercise, and these work for all body types and physique types. There are valid things that make it hard to work out, being out of weight where it's painful or uncomfortable to do so, coming off of an injury where your body is not at 100% feeling like, or you don't have the time to work out because of your lifestyle or schedule, or maybe you just plain old or just don't want to and you don't feel ready and you are like, I'm not there yet. So totally understandable. There are still things you can do. You just have to understand how weight is gained and how it's lost. And the simplest way to explain how to lose weight in one sentence is that you need to be burning or using more calories than you are eating or taking in. You need to have more calories going out than you have coming in. So by controlling what you eat, how you eat, and how much you eat, you can easily shed pounds without any additional physical activities. So ultimately, what you will need to do with your food is make sure start using or burning more calories than you are taking in or eating. This is called being in calorie deficit. Everyone burns calories throughout the day, both while awake and while sleeping. It takes calories to walk to and fro from the car and to and from the bathroom. Calories are used to keep your heart beating and your other organs functioning while you sleep. So this baseline number of calories that you use each day to exist, to complete basic functions and do about your regular routine is called total daily energy expenditure, TDEE. And there is a calculator where you can plug in things like your height, weight, age and activity level, and it will give you your TDEE. So let's tie your TDEE back in with a calorie deficit concept. So say if you eat or take in 2400 calories a day and your total daily energy expenditure is 1700 calories, so you have a calorie surplus of 700 calories. That 700 extra calories that your body is storing daily because it's not being used for energies, those extra calories are not needed for this level of activity you engage in. So your two options are to increase your activity level to burn those extra 700 calories instead of storing them, or to decrease your calorie intake so that there's no extra store, since it's most of the people's biggest fitness issue. Let's start by reviewing ways to get away from calorie surplus and into calorie deficit and lose weight, both with and without exercising. So there are three major ways to do this without exercising, and they are as follows. Regular dieting or cutting calories by regular dieting. So I am referring to what many of us may be used to seeing or used to hearing when some people feel like they have put on a few pounds and they are looking a little fluffy. You might hear, oh, I need to go on a diet. It's usually meant to be a temporary engagement to get back to their normal weight. So while no particular food group is banned, people will usually try to eat a little healthier than usual, opting for more salads and fruits and cutting back on desserts and junk food. So there is no true time restriction here, but there is usually an attempt not to eat too late at the night. So overall, the calories are the focus more so than the kinds of foods or when they are eaten. So it's more of calories in, calorie out protocol. Though I don't think this is my most of the efficient approach, we have to acknowledge that this method has stuck around for this long because it absolutely does the work. There are just methods that I think work better, which lead us to the next way to lose weight without working out, which is intermittent fasting. So I think this is one method that I would recommend to anyone and everyone trying to lose weight and get healthy. I think most people have heard about intermittent fasting at this point of time, but if there are a few people who haven't, a brief explanation of it is it's not really a diet, it's more of a eating protocol that focuses on time restricted eating, sometimes even more so than what you actually eat. The magic lies in fasting or not eating for part of the day and allowing your body to burn fat and then eating during a specific window of time. The simplest schedule to be on and still see the results with intermittent fasting is 16:8 schedule, a tool where you fast for 16 hours and eat for 8 hours. Fasting has so many benefits beyond weight loss, which is why I recommend it to just about everyone. Lastly, to lose weight without exercise, we must talk about ketogenic or a low carb diet. The ketogenic diet, also simply known as keto, is all about getting your carb intake as low as possible, usually about 20 grams or less per day. So you eat high amount of fat, low amount to moderate amount of protein and very little amount of carbohydrates. Not only does this push you towards a calorie deficit because you are eating a lot of fat and protein, which tends to have less calories and keep you fuller for a longer than carbs too, but also because of extremely low carb intake, it forces your body to go into ketosis, which means your body will begin to burn body fat for fuel instead of carbs, so which some feel help them to lose weight much faster. This lifestyle, just like fasting, comes with health benefits. Due to the popularity of the keto diet, there are many keto alternatives to popular foods on the market, from wraps to pizza to desserts. Keto also allows you to eat any time of the day as long as you are within your carb allowances for that particular day. Now, depending on where you are in your journey, you might like the idea of fasting but getting to eat whatever you want, including your beloved carbs, or you might like the idea of eating whenever you want as long as it's keto friendly. So either one is great. For a bit of both is a doable whammy. If you are a kind of a person, you could combine intermittent fasting with a keto diet, to really boost your results. So something like eating from noon to 8 p.m. and having 20 to 50% grams of carbs maximum per day. Now, moving into getting fit with exercise, for those of you that are ready to begin or resume working out, the first and the absolute best workout I'm going to recommend is walking. Walking has so many benefits beyond the physical, but it's also very effective for your physical health. It's easy on the joints and causes less wear and tear on the body. It's a workout that pretty much anyone can do, whether you are a beginner or an advanced, a slimmer or heavier, younger or older. You can tailor it to your fitness level and your goals. So if you are a beginner, I would recommend, aside from trying to add more steps to your daily routine, to also take 2 to 4 days designated 30 minutes walk. So every week, getting that fresh air while you walk is ideal, but if the weather is often bad or you are not comfortable being looked at while walking outside, or if you need to sneak it, while the baby is napping, then working out at home will completely be a game changer for you. And another classic workout, which is weightlifting or weight training. So this is another one that can be beneficial for pretty much everyone, from slimmer or more average build that wants to banish skinny fat or get more toned and defined, or for thicker person who want to burn fat and tone up at the same time. So weights are a great tool. We have HIIT workouts. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. With these, you are doing fast, intense workout. The allure is you can burn the calories more quickly and spend less time working out, which is a lifesaver for people who feel like they don't have the time to work out, or who want to see the results more quickly. So HIIT training also boosts your metabolism, which is especially beneficial for people with slower metabolism. So it is a bit of a more stressful on the body, and there is also a higher risk of injury while doing this HIIT exercise. So do your research and talk to your doctor to determine if you are a good candidate for this kind of workout. Lastly, whether you are new to working out, or it's been a while, or you just have one part of your body that you really want to work on, jumping onto a workout challenge is a great way to kickstart your fitness routine. There are so many great free ones online. They usually run anywhere from around 7 days to 30 days and usually take up 15 days or 15 minutes or less of your day. So the improvement you will start to see and the momentum you will feel after completing a challenge, might just be the push you need to create for an ongoing workout schedule. So I hope this really simplifies some of the basics of health and fitness and can help you get going on your personal fitness journey. If this got you really motivated and you want more on fitness, like my best hacks to speed up your result, maybe meal plans and meal preps for different kinds of diets and lifestyles, and tips on how to create and stay consistent with your workout routine while managing everything else in your life. Don't let anyone convince you that getting in the best shape of your life is somehow some sort of betrayal. Don't tell yourself, you're fine the way you are, when deep down inside you, you know exactly what you want to work on, and don't underestimate your power and what you can achieve. Sure, definitely not everyone is meant to be size 2, just like not everyone is meant to be an hourglass and thin. We come in all shapes, heights and colors, but when it comes to your fitness, you can have the best arms, legs or tush for your physique. So you can get back to a place where you can confidently say, I'm doing the absolute best with the body I was given. That's the goal. That's what you owe yourself. You have got this. Believe in you now. Believe in yourself forever. Until next time, stay disciplined, stay focused, have fun. Bye.